live on Twitter.
Okay.
Watch it!
The funny.
We made it,
did
baby. 69.
69, dude. We did it. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hyperspace Hype, episode number 69. If you're new here, please stay. We could really use the new company. There's been a lot of you guys coming over, and I want to thank you guys so much for the support on all the Star Wars vids happening of late and more to come, editing all the Star Wars Celebration stuff. It's been a blast. Thank you so much. That being said, joining us today, we have Evan.
Glad to be here. Full of hype in the hyperspace for Star Wars. I don't know where I was going with that. I lost it halfway through. But I'm excited to talk about the state of Kenobi. We have 2 episodes left. I'm really enjoying the show. Episode 4 was fun. There's some Acolyte news, just some sporadic Star Wars news here and there, some stuff from Celebration that we didn't get a chance to talk about yet. But I'm excited. This should be a fun one.
Carson as well.
We are back with many a things to talk about. We kind of did our Star Wars Celebration recap last week. Yet we forgot like 7 topics. And that's okay. Because the show goes on and so do we. So we'll circle back to some Jedi Fallen Order, Acolyte, that sort of thing today, I'm thinking, because there's so much in Star Wars right now, and trying to catch up and trying to stay informed is quite tough. So I'm glad we are doing this show tonight to break it all down.
Always.
Yes. We what do we do? How do we do the show?
I think there's a show we can talk about. I'm not sure though. Miss Marvel, right? We can talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's Star Wars, right?
I watched that one.
No, he didn't. Don't lie.
Yet.
Lies, deceptions.
Every day, more lies.
Are you real?
My brother. Quick. Quick thing. My brother is finally watching the Let's Play of Jedi Fallen Order.
Finally.
He's like, is that Saw Gerrera? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there. He's like, wow, that's Forrest Whitaker, right? Yep. Yeah.
I think I'll definitely replay that game before
Me too.
the sequel comes out.
I wanted to replay it, but like they didn't give me any achievements. They didn't add any trophies with the latest expansion, with the 60 FPS or the new, I forget, arena mode they had or whatever. I'm like, give me an incentive to play it again.
Did they announce? Or they release it for PS5? Or
yeah,
like
they didn't officially release it PS5. It's just like, hey, we now have 60 FPS and it runs better on the PS5, like in terms of load screens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The map still fucks and sucks. So.
It doesn't fuck at all.
You're not reading that on any device.
It's so bad.
Whoa, level 3 is like in your peripheral vision, like flipped upside down.
If I could just view like one layer at a time.
Right?
Where are the stairs, Bob?
Oh god,
I'm on Dathomir and I'm 18 levels down.
The worst offender on Dathomir is like you go this one path all the way because you know it's the way you have to go, and then you reach that junction gap that you're not actually able to jump. So you got to track all the way back.
Yeah, you're not supposed to jump on. You're supposed to like jump down. It's like a ravine thing. It's really weird. Yeah, Fallen Order was fun though. People keep saying like Trilla is their favorite Inquisitor. I'm like, well, obviously, I think because she's the one we get the most screen time from. Everybody else is just like, she gets like what, 13-hour game at most. So it's like, that's a lot of screen time. Rebels has 7th sister and 5th brother, but they're only in like sporadic episodes. They get killed by Maul.
Some Grand Inquisitor.
They're not the main villain focus.
Grand Inquisitor we get a lot from. I like him a lot. Oh, did I tell you guys? I'm reading the Star Wars comics. I'm catching up.
Yeah.
In like issue number fucking 6 or whatever.
Oh,
He's like,
put the popcorn bucket.
Is this the Vader thing?
yeah, or Vader, like, there's like a ghost of him. There's a ghost version that fights Luke, and Luke kills him or defeats him and takes his lightsaber, like the Jedi Temple Guard lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
And Luke's using that right now, which is pretty cool. Because
Wow.
he lost his, of course, Anakin saber, so it was really cool. He like
shit going down in between the movies.
a lot of shit. I'm like, wow, he fought Grand Inquisitor. Grand Inquisitor's like, there's something worse than death, and he talks to Vader, and Vader's like, you failed to kill Luke Skywalker. You may stay here in eternal pain or whatever. I was like, oh shit.
Jeez.
I saw a tweet going around that said, Grand Inquisitor, can I die now? And Anakin said, oh, LMAO, oops.
Yeah. Poor guy. Poor soul.
Damn.
Yeah, Kenobi, though, speaking of Inquisitors.
Yeah.
Reva was in this episode. We got some crumbs.
Yeah.
Some crumbs?
Quite a
Some
bit.
crumbs.
Some scraps even?
Some scraps. 60 portion.
60 portions. Yeah,
Actually,
we
the droid's not for sale.
Great.
Sorry.
Great impression.
Carson gonna make me do the fucking follow the girl and get that droid. Fucking
Closes
slam.
the window.
Oh god, taking me back.
2015.
We got part 4 of 6, I think.
Yep.
Indeed.
Um,
As
6,
we
7,
know.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, what?
what the hell was that? Season 2? Oh no.
She's like, Lucasfilm, please pay me more.
I'm
I
ready.
will come back.
But yeah, we launched an effort to rescue Leia again. With some help from O'Shea Jackson Jr. finally here.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yes,
Roken?
as Roken?
Roken, I
and
think
who?
it is. Roken.
And
There's one for the W. It's like Wave, or something like that. I don't know. He blew up.
A broken win. Well,
Yeah. One of them blew up, and then the other girl saved him.
yeah.
Tragic.
right.
But yeah, I enjoyed this
Wow.
episode. I loved. Probably my favorite part is the beginning of the episode. So Obi-Wan is just damaged from getting burned by Anakin. And I didn't know that the burns on the same arm as Anakin's missing arm. Or not missing.
Anakin got burns everywhere, doesn't he?
Anakin got burned everywhere, but like the Anakin's arm that they shot was the one that was like the one that Obi-Wan cut, his right arm.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's
they
one of my
showed
favorite
that.
parts because they do the intercut in the back of the tank thing, and the camera works really cool. And I'm like, more of this weird force connection, weird
Right?
stuff. Because I was holding out hope. I'm like, okay, now that they've seen each other and the first confrontation has happened, Vader or Anakin is going to be reflecting on this in some sense. And I'm sad we didn't get more beyond that in this episode. I think episode 5 is going to be the big penultimate kind of emotional episode where we'll get some Anakin.
Hope so.
And it's not even action. I don't want like flashback action from me. A lot of people are like, "Oh, we need like flashback action of them." It's like I just want like a small moment between them, probably just one scene even that would build up and have Hayden get to do something. But yeah, because right now, Hayden's been in this.
He's in the suit
In a
and
couple
everything.
shots and in the suit, but he's not really doing the stunt work, obviously, in the Vader suit.
But yeah, he did saber training, so it's
He did saber training, and
hello.
so
He probably did some of the stuff. He probably didn't do like a lot of the grunt work, but he did a lot of the.
Yeah.
I assume he was in.
Nothing
some-
crazy has happened with Vader yet. I mean,
No,
that
like,
was involved with
I
stunt.
assume like when he's burning Anakin or Kenobi, that's him. Even when he's fighting,
That's true,
like there's some sequences I think Hayden was in there, some not. They used stunt work like not every time, not in terms of
Yeah.
like
maybe some wider shots
Just
they got
walking
around.
like, a
Yeah,
taller
exactly.
dude so that they can have the framing right.
yeah, something like that. Like it's not just here's a stunt guy. He's gonna be in every time Vader swings a lightsaber.
yeah,
But yeah.
that's true. But yeah, I
I see what
hope
you're saying.
Hayden gets a key performance piece where
Yeah.
it's very clear Anakin.
I hope we didn't set our expectations too high in terms of like having come off the Vader comic, the Charles Soule one, and I'm just like,
Right.
man, there's so
Of
many
like the
good stuff
Vader
they
Anakin
could
thing.
go.
Yeah.
Where it's like he apologizes to Kenobi. There's a field of flowers and everything, and he's
Yeah.
like apologizing. blue butterflies, the colors changing, or skies changing colors. I'm like, this is the best shit ever. I don't know if we'll get all of that. Like, I just want like what we got with this back to tank scene. Just jump cut editing,
just more of that.
Just back and forth between Kenobi and Vader. It was really like when Kenobi breathed underwater. You saw Vader jump a little bit as well when he's getting his
they've been reconnected.
Even think like I always loved the Harry Voldemort thing, like all the sequences we see, like even something like that I think would be really cool.
Love that stuff.
And I think and it's weird because we've seen so far Kenobi was probably at his lowest point last week during the midpoint, so now he's kind of on the upswing. I wonder if he's gonna kind of get pushed back a little further next week. I don't know for sure, or if it's just gonna be all upswing now.
I think we're on the upswing.
The final thing.
He's getting his groove back.
Yeah, which I loved it. I love that was one of the best parts of this episode. Is I love how it's essentially just like an ode to him, going around the Death Star later, but but different purposes, and just the way he acts in this episode is so perfect, and the location, the actual interior and underwater part was really cool. Love seeing this location again from Fallen Order when we first saw it.
Yeah. What was it called? Inquisitorius?
Fortress Inquisitorius?
Yeah. What's the planet? It's like
Nur.
It's the Nur, the moon of Mustafar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is weird. The moon of Mustafar is full of water. It's like the exact opposite of Mustafar.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Mustafar used to be bountiful.
You never know, man. Probably.
It's beginning to heal in Tross. Canon. All right.
But
I think Leia and Reva really stole this episode as well, which we'll talk about them.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that stole the episode from me. Like I loved her name is Tula. Is that her name? She was great. Indira's character. But going back though to the beginning, I just love the concept of Obi-Wan just got destroyed by Vader. It wasn't even a fight we talked about. It was just him getting his ass kicked. And he's mentally healing from that. Like he's healing from failing Leia, failing Anakin, all this failure. But he's growing from it a lot. And he starts to change the minds of other people afterwards as well. But I just love that symbolism of, water, healing, rebirth. Love that shit. Same thing for Anakin, except he's healing, but he's healing from like permanent pain. It's like it's something that's not going to change for a long time, as we know in hindsight. But I just love this because Vader, from his perspective, just came into contact with the person that was kind of like the birth of all this pain in terms of his current form. It was all because of Kenobi. So it's very interesting seeing that back and forth between him and Kenobi in the back to tank. I just love that kind of editing, that kind of shit. Really,
it's so good.
Really cool.
And also like when he like fumbles out of the tank and he's just asking, "Where's Leia?" And we cut to the fortress, and I'm like, I love The Last Jedi.
Where's Rey? I know. Where's Han? So many great edits in The Last Jedi. But yeah, where's Leia? Leia's in the Fortress Inquisitorius, and I like the look of it. People like to shit on the look online, but I'm like, the look was fine. It was really cool.
It looks great. I like the medium. I mean, the medium is different. Then the colors will pop differently with the renders.
Exactly, 100%. But yeah, it looked cool. I like the nods to Cal's experience in Fallen Order. Like one point late in the episode, they're like, or maybe it was in the beginning of the episode where I think it's O'Shea Jackson's character says, "Nobody's foolish enough to single-handedly go into the Fortress Inquisitorius." I'm like, Cal did. Cal tried his best, and we kind of rocked that place.
Yeah, and I love how it leads to, even unintentionally, like obviously his main goal is to save Leia, but he inspires them in a certain way. I love the line towards the end where like, so I think they say like, so if we weren't fighters before, I guess we are now, or something like that.
Welcome to the club.
Because they storm in there. Because especially because the path is very much operating in the shadows, and so I love like those little pre-rebellion seeds, of people like, oh, we can do this. Like however, whatever scale of the mission it is.
That line felt a little out of place to me in that moment, just because like she says that as like she's just standing there distraught because her friend died. I'm just like, give it a minute, please.
That I did laugh. Yeah, it's like, welcome to the club here, and it's like, my friend just died.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of harsh.
I think it goes back to sad after that though, because they're just kind of like sitting on this ship.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure,
it is. Yeah,
so.
it stays pretty somber. But back to the infiltration.
Mhm.
I think Obi-Wan like in front of the camera, like there's like this shark with arms. Like, oh god, more nightmares.
Shark with arms.
When he was
It's-
underwater.
Yeah,
Oh.
something swimming toward the screen.
Oh, wow.
It's just all that creepy shit that I'm swimming by in Fallen Order.
But do we miss the part where Kenobi talks to O'Shea Jackson's character before he goes to Nur?
Yes.
Because he tries to go like as a group, like he wants everybody to go together.
Right.
And of course, Tula and Dira Varma's character, she's already set to go. And it's not the best plan because she's just driving like a hauler, and she's like, oh, we'll just like slide you in somehow.
And it's also like 50-50 if she even still has captain clearance or if she was
Clearance,
made.
Exactly. And I kind of love that shit. Star Wars is always like, you have a tentative plan, which is held up by like gum and paper, but we'll see how it works. But then
Just exploiting the stupidity.
Exactly. And Star Wars is stupid a lot, so I love it.
Yeah.
But I like O'Shea Jackson's character, Raken, whatever his name is. Because at the beginning he's like, and it is a quick turnaround for his character. I kind of laughed at it because he was like, I'm not doing this, but then 5 minutes later, he's like, I'm doing it. But
Yeah.
I did like how he talks about his wife. He was like, I was out of the game. My wife was a Jedi, and there's no hiding. It felt very Finn like in The Force Awakens, where it's like you haven't seen what the First Order is capable of.
You don't know a thing about me,
Yeah,
where I'm from.
the things I've seen, the things I've done.
I love the Thanksgiving trailer.
I liked where he's like, I'm not doing this just for you, Kenobi, because I've had a past of people who've got caught by the First Order. Like he had a wife and then she got caught apparently. But then I like how
She was force sensitive or whatever.
Yeah, force sensitive. I don't know if she's a Jedi or just force sensitive. Yeah, but she got caught, which is very unfortunate. It's tragic. But I do like how, as we said, Kenobi's helping. Beyond helping himself, he's helping change the minds of people, help changing in them to be able to do something more. It's very like Rebels-esque, where Kanan's like, I don't want to be part of the game, but then he eventually like falls into it because he knows what he has to do. Kanan always has been about that. And I think part of Rogan has always been like, he knows what he has to do is right. He's in the path for a reason. He knows the Empire is bad. He's just kind of scared, believably so. So I like that he eventually gets the courage to do what's right, despite the cost. I mean, he's saving a girl. He has no idea who it is. Like, for all intents and purposes, it's just like a little girl that Obi-Wan has to save. Leia isn't like this huge beacon of hope yet, but what I love about Star Wars is like these create ripple effects, and by helping out, saving Leia, it helps out the rebellion years down the line.
Yeah, get those connections.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe we might see him in a comic book down the line.
I would love that.
If he doesn't die in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Put him in a solo sequel. Let's go.
But yeah, and the plan is like, okay, so we're going to drive down to Nur. I have some bad clearance codes, but we'll get in. And then, yeah, we go Obi-Wan underwater. Got very much Phantom Menace vibes. Like him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, breathing tube?
And then we get into like the Death Star beta, as it were.
It's close to be like soaking wet. Like he just traveling around this whole place. It should, that's how it should be. It's like big, thick ass robes. I'm like,
he throws the stormtrooper in the water. Put it on.
Yeah, that was so funny. He throws him in the water, and the guy's just like hanging in the tube wide open. I'm like, dang, Kenobi, where's your hiding spots? Maybe because I play games a lot. I'm like, put him in a corner or something. Come on.
3. He's gonna like they keep building up. Oh fuck.
Your sneak level is like 0 right now. You'll
Gotta
get
build
better.
up.
And they're
But I
both
hope
so
it's
loud
pretty
with their
good.
comm units too. I'm like, turn this shit down.
Oh my god! We'll get to that.
Yo,
It was so funny
Markety
because
bee.
And she was so sus sitting
so
at the
loud.
council, like, this isn't.
Oh, at
your
one point, a
post."
dude like next to her was just like,
yeah.
I was cringing, dude. I
It
was
was
so
so-
like embarrassed for her, you know.
Yeah,
That's how it
same.
was.
It was so fucking funny because dude is not even like 5 feet from her. He turned around. If I'm there, I'm the guy. I'm like, yo, this girl has to go to jail. I don't know who she's talking to, but she's got to go.
What's wild is there's 2 more people right sitting in front of them, not far off either.
Right
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
him. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, because later in the episode, she knocks somebody out and then just takes a seat
Goes
somewhere
back.
else. I'm like,
Where'd he go?
this room
Did-
should be echoing. It's a small ass room.
Distance of sound and time go hand in hand in Star Wars. We don't know.
We don't know. It doesn't
We
matter.
don't know.
Yeah. But it's like as big as like some big office space room. And she's able to choke somebody out, sit on a computer.
20 feet away. Like,
20 feet away. Even if somebody's like in the kitchen across from me, I can hear what they're saying. Like
no one has a headset on.
Nobody has a headset on. You just type it in shit. You're just at the office. Oh man, God, that was too funny. Cause yeah, he looks at her. I'm like, if I'm this guy, I'm calling the cops. You're going home because I don't know who you are.
Okay.
But yeah, you're not supposed to be here. There should be like a red button, like in a bank place. Like, let me press the red button under the desk or something. She's got to go. Oh man, that was funny. But yeah, Obi-Wan is a messy infiltrator, and I love it.
But but it is cool to like see him slowly get his groove back, taking out
His little spins.
he went like back into like classic Jedi stance for a while. And he's like, "Fuck Leia."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great moment. Talk a bit about the Leia Reba interrogation.
Yeah, let's just talk a lot about this because this was some of my favorite part of the episode. I'm pulling up the episode now so I can get some of the quotes from Reva. But
Yeah, I think this
Kenobi
100%
is dead.
confirms that she definitely was one of the
right, yeah.
younglings. Because she talks about, oh, I used to like have a belonging or something, you know, and just goes on the hints in the last episode where she does like the longing pause at the Jedi symbol, which actually I think she throws.
Yeah, she took it.
She took it, like scorched it out of the wall.
Shit's glowing red. I'm like, what is this made?
Yeah. But I do think it's interesting of like, in terms of like the whole conversation of like having nobody, trusting nobody sort of thing, like surviving in this world. And like obviously Leia doesn't fully buy it, but it like is very much tragic because at one point she does believe that she's alone because she basically gaslights her into saying that Kenobi is dead.
Yeah, I just
My
watched that
favorite
scene.
line in this is like, how did he die? Like, Leia's just so mature, like for her age. She's like, she's not. It's just like, how did he die? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
that shit hurts, and it's not even real. Like,
Oh, he died. Name every injury.
like she's cracking, or she's not cracking, but she's getting emotional at the same time at the prospect of it. I think she's always like throughout the interrogation, she always has that faith that he's going to be alive. But I like that she's navigating her way throughout the conversation in a way to not reveal anything. Granted, she doesn't really know much. She knows there's a path. I'm like, what can she?
I was like,
reveal?
was she even told anything?
Yeah, I'm like, she can't really reveal a lot besides like the amount of people. Even
well, my thought was that Reva was just gonna replay that memory of her of Tala or whoever just explaining the whole network.
Yeah, that was big.
Because she does try to mind probe Leia.
Yeah.
There's like it's a staring contest, but she's feeling the struggle. But she said because the Force is in her.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. I'm basically echoing what Carson said though. Like I loved how Reva's basically projecting throughout this entire conversation. She says Kenobi's dead. Nobody's coming for you. And you can kind of feel like the way she says it, it's like, oh wait, did nobody come for you either? When you were in trouble, it brings me flashbacks to Trilla in Fallen Order, where nobody came for her. Her master never came back for her, and she eventually got turned into an Inquisitor because she believed nobody was out there to help her. Nobody was there to save her.
You know what's crazy is I wonder like, and this is long reach, but
Reach
I
for the
wonder if some
stars.
way it doesn't have to be directly like her seeing Kenobi when she was a kid, like come back to the, because I don't think anybody was there when Yoda and Kenobi came there. But even of like, imagine you're a youngling on Coruscant or whatever, seeing that message of like don't come back, like, you know what I mean? Like you'd probably be like horrified, like what am I supposed to do? Like, because really that's just like, that message is like, that's it, like,
Yeah,
we're done.
That's a good point.
There's no hope to it whatsoever, you know.
Yeah, where do you go
So
from
as a
there?
kid, I wonder like what her reaction to that would have been.
That's a good point. I like that a lot. Like not physically seeing him, but like having a mental breakdown.
Let's think about, like, have we really got the answers for why is she so obsessed with Kenobi? I mean, we really,
from what we know so far in episode 3, the way she's talking about it, it seems like she's obsessed with just the escalation of power. She's obsessed with Kenobi because Vader's obsessed with Kenobi.
Yeah.
And if she finds Kenobi, then she can be Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, if she delivers like the grand prize for the highest power she works for, then all is hers. And Vader even says as much.
Yeah, and I think from her perspective, she's very insecure, very frightened to lose what she currently has.
Right, and I think there could be a little more to that too, like,
yeah,
especially because she does know it's Anakin, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see something of like, because Obi-Wan really was the like outstanding Jedi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
besides Kanan, yes.
Who?
Okay.
Besides Kanan.
I'm just talking about as examples of like what a Jedi should be, or how
at the time.
Okay, God damn it.
I mean, there was Kit Fisto.
Okay, anyways,
go on.
From her perspective, it's like, how could you of all people create someone so vile? Like you failed. In a lot of ways, that can be in direct blame in her head. So
You created a monster.
That comes out. You created a monster, and you know that led to everybody abandoning each other and having nothing. We went from everything to nothing because of this monster.
Yeah.
And
even from Reva's current perspective, for somebody that currently respects and fears but idolizes Vader, I think from her perspective, she can turn it around and say like, Jedi are capable of creating darkness in a way. The Jedi are capable of creating what they fear. That is why they must be brought down, because they are incapable of like sustaining what they believe in, which is like,
or even just acknowledging it,
or acknowledging it. Like, you guys flaunt peace, you guys flaunt justice, you guys flaunt order, but what did the pristine Jedi create? The opposite of that. Well, in her sense, Vader is like somebody who's securing peace.
Because I think,
she's like, you guys can't even practice what you preach. You want peace, but all you've done so far is disorder. Just look at yourself, Kenobi. Look what you've done. And Kenobi's like, shit. So yeah.
And I think they have to have a final confrontation right before Vader. And, Kenobi have one, because I mean she's been chasing him this whole series. I really hope she doesn't die, but I hope.
I feel like she's. You're right. I don't want her to die. It makes the most sense, but I don't want it to happen.
It feels like a tired scenario of like, we have new characters in the time period. Gotta kill them.
Because they're not in the current time period.
So, as much as I just love her character. I don't want her to die. Imagine her being Kenobi's first kill per se, since he's killed in the Clone Wars, right?
Well, he killed some stormtroopers here, but I see what you're saying.
We shot some bounty hunters.
I see what you're saying. I don't like that though. I don't want Kenobi to be like, this is my first kill. I don't know.
No, but like
it would feel unjust. I don't know.
But I'm saying like after it's revealed. I mean, after he would know that she was a youngling, is what I'm saying. That he has that information.
If he knows she's a youngling, then he still proceeds to kill her. I was like,
even if he like finds out like after the blow, I feel like it would just be like an even worse dampener on his existing cloudy mindset.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture her escape route.
Or maybe she doesn't get killed by him, but their fight leads to something that killed. I don't know.
I don't want, because the easy route, of course, is to go the Fallen Order route where Vader, you failed me for the last time.
No, I don't want that at all.
I don't want that either. Hopefully they're smarter than that. Maybe they're not. I mean, if it happens, I'm going to be disappointed, but it's going to make sense. Like, that's what Vader does if you fail him. But I don't
see her getting redeemed right now at this point.
No,
she.
I wouldn't mind it. I love a redeemed character.
But if we can repent in the future,
maybe she runs away. I don't know, like that.
Yeah, that's bad. That's what I want from a lot of villain characters, like repent, or if your plan fails, you can run away and just continue being evil, like a bounty hunter or whatever, or just like Asajj Ventress, right? Like she didn't repent in the Clone Wars, but she just ran away from Dooku. Like that's what I want before she eventually died.
So
I'm just like, I want something from her.
Moral of the conversation: I hope there's a nice bow on her character in some way. That I really feel like that because I do think her arc has been good so far. I just really want nice payoff to of it that really sets the bar for.
I agree. Because I think so far we got her talking with Leia, but it wasn't really a back and forth. It was a back and forth in the sense that her and Leia are talking, and it's an interrogation, and Leia's retorting in the sense that she's being interrogated but not revealing much information back to her. But I went a back and forth where she's talking to Kenobi about like her pain, what she went through, and then Kenobi can empathize or disagree with what she's saying, what she's preaching. I want that kind of deep conversations. I feel like Star Wars or Disney Plus shows in general, they get so close to having a juicy conversation, an in-depth conversation, but then shy away from it. Like I think we got it in like the penultimate episode of Moon Knight with the two brothers going through time.
Yeah.
I loved that, and that got deep. But some shows like they just cut away. I'm like, I want more of that. I want you to dive more into her character. And hopefully they can do that with Reva, because I like what we got here, but we're just diving into what she was projecting, what we're inferring from her, because she said like nobody's coming for you, and we can kind of infer that nobody came for her as well. So I'm curious to see what Reva has to say about it all. But yeah, again, I hope she doesn't die. If she does, I won't be surprised, because that's what happens to a lot of Inquisitors. They don't really have a long lifespan.
Right.
But I hope we get more from her. There was that weird rumor that she's gonna have a spin-off series. I don't think that's true. I don't know. I mean, I would love it, but I don't know if that's true at all. Have you guys heard about that?
I heard that.
I mean, I saw it was from a random Twitter account.
It was from random Twitter accounts. So I'm like, this is not credible at all.
And I hear people like saying like, "Isn't that the whole show right now?" And like, stop.
What?
Stop it.
An antagonist is the whole show. She's an antagonist. She's going to be in a lot of screen time. Yeah, that's a weird retort.
Yeah. Anyhow.
But yeah, I'm just going through a lot of the lines that she's saying here.
Vivian's so good in the scene too. The Leia actress.
I love the moment where she's like, "I just need to tell my dad first." That's okay, right? You said we're on the same side, and Reva's just like,
"Fuck you."
Nice try, princess.
Yeah, she's like, "Nice try, pretty good." But now you're gonna have to get interrogated.
Leia gets fear. She's like, "I'll never tell you." Like I love just the child.
I love the interrogation room, the red lights.
Oh, I just watched the Lola scene where she catches Lola.
Oh god, it's terrifying.
Is this right when she puts the when did she put the chip on Lola, or has Lola always been
it must have been like while she was like fiddling with it, because she didn't crush it or anything.
Yeah, so
I'm looking at her right now. She's saying I had a droid.
It's not explicitly made clear until the revelation that, because it's funny, because like when she reveals that she put a tracker, I thought she was bullshitting to buy time from Vader.
Me too, right?
I didn't know she actually did.
I think part of her is bullshitting. She did not plan for them to escape. But I think
what did she say that she used to have a droid too?
Yeah, right here it says like I used to have a droid. It was taken from me, and like everything else. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Please go on, please, Reva.
The order.
And then change scene here. But yeah, so I'm like, what? The droid got taken from her. Is she talking about post Order 66, or was she talking about
maybe got destroyed that night or something?
Or when she
maybe when the Jedi first got her. I don't know.
When the Jedi first got her, she came in late. Yeah, man, there's so many interesting things. Like again, I would love for the show to start with a Reva flashback. instead of a Kenobi flashback or something. Like, start with the characters that we're not familiar with. Just because it is Kenobi doesn't mean you have to start with Kenobi in every scene. So I want to start with
I'm
Reva.
kind of what I was praising in episodes 1 of 2 of they were cutting away and doing different things.
Yeah,
they've kind of gone back to the.
It's all about
the story's
Kenobi.
Just gonna be in the episode. Yeah, it's just gonna be one point of view, which is fine.
Like we get the Reva stuff, but it's Reva in relation to Kenobi's actions. Like we see Reva interrogating Leia, but Leia was just next to Kenobi.
But Leia's there, so
but we're seeing the conversation because Obi-Wan's there to rescue her. And we see Reva talking to Tula, but it's because she's distracting her for Kenobi.
So I hope we get a few more like small moments with Reva that kind of
like just even last episode.
I love to just.
Her and Vader
react to that room, or her and Vader having that conversation at the end of this episode is really good. He
came in like
he was.
They've shot this whole show mostly in handheld, which is interesting.
I like it. Good job, Deborah. You don't like it?
I like it sometimes.
I
like it.
I think it's getting a bit much. Maybe just like the jarring effect, which I think they're going for, and then because when I sit with it, I'm fine. Like now that I've like rewatched the scene where he's I like it because it gets that alarming nature.
It's jarring.
It is jarring because he's just like but then they do cut to the wide that is, steady, and I like that. I think Vader has been like the most intimidating when he is like framed so precisely, not as chaotic.
Part of me wishes it was a dolly or a steady cam. Just
like I understood,
like the Kylo hallway thing where it's like down below, and he's I can't remember. It might be Force Awakens when he's searching for
Starkiller.
It's right before he goes out. It's right before he goes out to the big bridge. There's a shot where it's him underneath.
I'm waiting for this moment for a long time. Can you lower the voice, Han?
What do you see what I do? The face of my son. Fuck.
Chewie's just up there. The fuck? What are you doing? But yeah, no. As far as like the shaky cam, I think it definitely like made sense for episode 3 because it's getting you in the mindset of Obi-Wan just being like, "Fuck, oh god." But even coming here, it's pretty solid. It's just I could do without it moving forward. I think we got it.
I think Deborah took some notes from Paul Greengrass and Tony Gilroy.
Oh god.
From the boys. The boys, Tony Gilroy.
The boys. Carson, you gotta catch up to get that joke.
It's so fucking funny.
It's so funny. But I'm hoping like since Obi-Wan is getting his groove back, that hopefully when he has that next confrontation with Vader, it's less handheld, chaotic, and more like precisely shot, more like this is an official
visceral
duel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just got the scene real quick where she's like, "What are they hiding down there?" And the guy turns at her like, "It's too funny, too funny."
Can we talk about
let's talk about that. We didn't talk about that.
The
all
cages.
Jedi like younglings and.
I'm glad they didn't do anything like major. I'm glad there wasn't like a major character.
Like this
person.
No, it's more just like trophies.
It's just trophies. Just random characters. Like
I think there's only one recognizable one. It's the nice old master from
nice old master. Yeah, what's his name?
Which is a bummer. Sinube. Yeah. He's a nice guy.
Thank you, Noah, from our chat. That's how I remembered it. I had no idea what his name was.
It's okay. Preston doesn't know either.
As you shouldn't.
Yeah, but I like that. My instant thought upon seeing this room was
give us your instant thoughts, not your late thoughts. Your instant thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on both. My instant thought. Fuck, I stuck saying it now. Was as soon as I saw the imagery of them encased like that was the corpse of Luminara as the trap for Kanan and Ezra in Rebels.
Good call there for sure. Yeah, I went straight to Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Really?
But, yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, I legit.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, just the I'm every voice inside her head. The Snoke tomb shit.
Why? This is the lab, right?
I just finished playing Rise of Skywalker on Lego Star Wars, so it's like, oh man, it's a movie.
You sped run it, you said?
I sped run. I put on like my Apple Music and just like sped run it. Just like I didn't listen to it
on your Android.
No, it was on my PS5. Like, you can minimize on the PS5 and just play it while I'm playing.
That's fun.
And I didn't listen to anything. I paused it with the Rey and Kylo fights. I'll talk about it later, but it had some good moments actually. But yeah, I instantly thought of like the Rise of Skywalker vats and tubes, or what we saw in Mando when on that one planet.
That's interesting.
But yeah, yeah. Whenever I see vats of people in tubes, I'm like, don't make it a thing. Just please, just keep, yeah.
Well, it didn't look like vats. It looked like frozen amber.
Yeah, but no locusts. Weird.
Could have had it all.
Could have had it all.
No bugs.
Everyone's shitting on the bug thing, but it's very Michael Crichton.
Don't bring him into this.
I will because
nothing to do with this.
It's less Spielberg and more Crichton. I was actually like,
fuck Michael Crichton.
Tangent, but I was like looking into like OG Jurassic Park novel shit, and like they have like what was the name of Bison, the company in this is in it's in the Jurassic Park novel, and like their whole philosophy and like the whole exploration of like the genetic powers and things like that they're exploring in this movie are very much in the roots of the OG Jurassic Park novel.
I think Colin, quick Jurassic Park change for those that are interested. I think Colin is good at taking pieces of information that are interesting. I think those were some interesting concepts. He just can't make a good movie out of it.
I think he could.
He could.
I think they did.
I think you could. Did he succeed though? Is what I'm saying.
I had fun.
He did, Bob.
I was amused. I mean, I will say
I had a better time with this than Fallen Kingdom.
I thought I did too, and then I moved it back.
I'm not sure. I think Fallen Kingdom looked better, but I think this one was like I wasn't bored.
I think this one looks quite good. I will admit, like everything, like this whole trilogy, I will admit it is very surface level. Things could be way deeper. But I'm still having fun
because they present us ideas, but they don't dive into it. They just like, here's an idea, here what this movie's about. Now let's go run away and chase things. I'm like, wait. I'm like, can we talk about the idea that you guys do kind of, but then you guys don't resolve it? It's weird, but okay. I'm here for the ride. I liked the black girl. She was great. What's her name?
Yeah.
Keela.
Mm-hmm.
She was awesome. She was like, nope. But
talk more tomorrow.
We'll talk more tomorrow, yeah, or later. But
later.
Yeah, they're trying, right? No, but
I don't have a thumbnail ready.
What were we talking about though? Oh yeah, the tubes, the people. But yeah, I like that it's just like, oh, this is what happens when you get caught by the Inquisitors or by the Empire in general.
There was a youngling.
Younglings in there, like Jesus Christ. I wonder,
they're dead.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Reva? Yeah. How does she feel about it all? Because was this an alternative fate for her, possibly? Right? It's like
interesting. Yeah.
Is she here because like similar to how Vader?
Right. Did Vader give her a choice or something where?
Yeah.
She somehow proved herself in that moment of like, join or you die. Like, not like that line.
Yeah. But for me, I think Vader rests on Mustafar as a permanent reminder of his failure to Kenobi. And I think, what if Reva resides on Inquisitorius because it's a permanent reminder of what she could have become with the people inside the tubes. It's like some deep shit there. I like you, Reva. Thank you, Moses Ingram. But throughout all this, unless you have something else to say about the tubes of people. No, thanks. But I just like Tula throughout this entire mission. Her sneaking around. It's very Star Warsy, very goofy at times. The way, like we just talked about, she's whispering and somebody's like, "What the hell are you doing over there, dude?"
I am both shocked, relieved, and pleasantly surprised that she is not dead yet.
Me too. I thought she was. My heart was beating when she's talking to Reva at the end. I'm like, oh, she's. Totally
I thought she was gone here. I thought she was gone last episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even last episode, I was like, oh, Vader's gonna pull her down.
Oh, I was like, you're leaving the tunnel? Shit.
Yeah.
You can't live Vader.
You're gonna get cut in half here. But the way I guess we can fast forward it, but the way she talks to Reva at the end of the episode is phenomenal. Because she has like such a good like lying face where she's obviously lying, but she's extending the truth into it as well. Which is very cool to see.
And she did like work for the Empire for quite a bit. So she can have that fluidity of it all.
Because I'm just watching, I'm like, oh, she's totally dead. But I'm watching it, I'm seeing her navigate in real time, and I'm like, oh, this is really genius. Where she's like, you're a spy. And she's like, well, yeah, of course I am.
It's genius.
Before you guys, I'm like, oh yes, I love this shit.
Let's go.
That was great. That's some Big Brother.
Thank you, Joby Harold.
Thank you, Joby Harold.
Hell yeah, he did it.
He did it.
We did it, Joby.
There's always some truth in legends.
There's always Joby. Are you calling Joby the legend? The GOAT?
Sure.
The GOAT? Joby Harold legend? Like Tom Cruise?
Can we commentary King Arthur Legend of the Sword?
No, I've never seen it.
It's pretty fun. It's Guy Ritchie.
Have you seen it, Nathan? Or
No, I haven't seen it.
I went to a 2-week early advancce screening.
Here we go again.
They gave me a hat and a poster.
Hat and a poster. Yeah, I remember that.
I
you're a shill, what you're saying. They bought you. They bought your loyalty, is what you're telling us.
No.
Yes.
Because I wasn't completely like, yeah, this is perfect.
You have it on 5 stars on Letterboxd.
No, I don't. I've never touched this film. I didn't have a Letterboxd back then.
They gave me a slushy and a blue light thing for Sonic. Still gave it shit 3 stars. No, I'm kidding. I gave it 3.5.
3 stars is good, damn it.
I gave it 3.5 stars. It's a fun movie.
Justice for 3 stars.
Yeah, I'm not here for your grading system of school where it's 60%.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly in my room.
Hey, there was a cool cracking the window underwater scene.
Yeah.
They really gotta get some better windows, huh?
Yeah, if you have 5 years since Cal, you didn't fucking fix this.
Dude, the stormtrooper just floating in the hallway was such a cool shot. And then even like as it held on the door as they were running away.
Yeah.
And it was like the seal was getting like water in it. Like,
it was seeping through.
It was seeping through. I was like, damn.
I like the shot of him like pushing against the glass, deflecting lightsabers with his other hand or bolt with his other hand. It was peak Jedi, and I think that's what made the scene so cool and important. This is like the most force Obi-Wan has used, and of course he's doing it to help save the people that he loves. He's helping to save the Leia, of course, and save himself. Save the dream.
Oh yeah, it was
really powerful.
I loved that's probably like one of my favorite VFX shots ever. Just seeing like manipulating like the rippling, cracking glass, trying to hold it in place.
Really cool. We saw it in Fallen Order, but from a distance, we saw Vader like quelling the water as Cal escapes. This one,
but it was not that organic.
It was not. Yeah, this one's organic. It's up close. I like the editing in this show is very good sometimes. And we got that here when he's holding up the glass. He drew in on his hand a little bit.
I was really wondering how he was going to get out. I was like, is he going to like just try to like make a stream towards them? Can he hold that?
I thought he was going to do it where he's like, yeah, and just like push the water towards him. He's like, yeah,
yeah,
Katara. Like Katara or something.
Oh god, that's funny.
He's not a waterbender, but he did hold that water. Speaking of waterbending, apparently Last Airbender is wrapping filming soon.
Hey,
that's exciting.
What is the Netflix show?
Netflix Last Airbender, not
disgusting.
Not the movie.
Couldn't be
disgusting.
I'm getting more excited about it because of the filmmaking and then the actors involved. I'm like, okay.
The original creators left.
I know they sure did. They bolted.
They said nah. I am therefore
Lord Miller left, and we like Solo.
Yeah. Different.
But do they have Ron Howard?
Well, hey, can you imagine?
There was a leak of the Last Airbender set, and it looked really cool. Like in terms of, it looks like what the volume looks like behind the scenes. Where it's like,
why?
Wow.
Wow. At this point, I'm not rating.
I think Percy Jackson's using volume too, which I don't know why, but
it's the stage.
Maybe for some
they're calling it the stage. It's not the volume, but it's like it's the same thing.
At this rate, I'm not comparing to the animation because I know damn well it ain't gonna reach that. But I'm comparing to the live action movie we got, which would be easy to top.
I'm still curious how they're gonna mold that action because it's so pivotal to the show, but yeah, it's just so hard to do in live action. Like, how you gonna see somebody getting burnt, like hit with the fire blast in live action?
Mortal Kombat. I don't know.
I don't know.
Agni Kai, baby.
Like, how do you do that in live action? That shit is so grand and epic in animation. How do you do that?
You could do that in live action.
Where she's like separating fire? What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, you can
two
do that.
flames crashing?
Have you seen flame animation? Shit is wild today.
Yes, but I haven't seen two flame animations go head to head. Blue fire, red fire.
You can do it.
We'll see. There's a lot
That
of
actually
fire.
seems like the most simple thing the effects people can do.
Agni Kai, that whole battle was like not over the top, but she's like flying in the air. We'll see.
The lightning physics, yeah, we can do it.
We'll see. On TV, yeah. Like, if this was a film, I'm like, maybe they have the budget to do all this, but I don't know. Even in the sky, like Iron Man's all CGI. It's like you're gonna have like real actors gliding in the sky like that. Like, how are you gonna do it? We'll see. But anyways, on Kenobi, it was a great moment. It was like the peak. This is again episode 4. This is his turning point. So this is him truly becoming a Jedi, saving Leia.
True Jedi, you got all the studs.
He got all 3 studs there.
3 studs. Jedi. I wish it was that easy.
Or 3, the 3 bars.
How many times extras unlocks did you get?
I wish. Are there extras on the game?
There are.
I might need to get that.
You gotta run around all the maps.
It's taking me a while. But yeah, I really like that scene. By the way, I'm watching the scene now where Leia is having another conversation with Reva, and I like that. I guess continue what we had earlier, where she's saying like, "No one is here to protect you. The people you're trying to protect are never coming back. They're never coming for you." And you can tell it's getting to Leia, but then she's like pushing back against it. These people,
it's like evil Maz Kanata.
Basically, that's a good point.
People you're looking for, they're never coming.
They're never coming back. So just give up.
But there's still someone who could. Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, I am the person. Talk to me. Yeah, not great.
That helmet was Vader's.
I like how Reva's like, I give you my word.
Okay.
And yeah, that big ass room for Leia was too funny.
Oh yeah, it looked like she was being hooked up the same thing Han was in Empire.
They didn't even ask me any questions.
Face is all fucking pale.
I wonder what they did in that scene. That seems like so horrifying.
Puncturing needles that fucking pop shock.
God damn. Not the acupuncture you really want.
He was pissed, and she's like, "Talk, say something."
It almost feels like, it's like Reba. That's interesting because it feels like Reba's like stalling as well. Like she probably doesn't want to do it as much. I mean, she will, but she doesn't. She's trying not to.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't hesitate to do it, but she immediately like starts trying to interrogate her first. Like she doesn't just start with a boom probe droid. But yeah. I like Tula a lot in this episode. I like Leia a lot in this episode. We didn't talk about the whole shutting off the lights with the.
Well, we just got there.
Yeah, there we go.
We bring Reba away and the lights shut out, and the stormtroopers are like,
"Oh,
fuck!
Where are the shuttle parkers? Where are they at?" No. But yeah, it was a great shot. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan fighting in the darkness.
I was watching him slash the trooper, and I was like, looks like Fallen Order. Not too deep a cut.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They'll be fine. There's a couple of scratches.
Put some ice on.
Put some back to spray on it. You'll be
patches
fine.
on.
Yeah.
God, imagine a back to ocean.
Are there Bacta cubes? Put some Bacta cubes in your water.
What was one of the books that were
you
like?
Drink it.
Can you drink that shit?
They were talking about like Bacta.
Bacta's Gatorade.
Bacta is like a commodity in the Star Wars world.
It is because in the High Republic they don't have Bacta yet, right?
Right.
What?
Right.
It's like they use something else.
Yep.
Prayers.
We go back. Phase 2 is going to be even more archaic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I mean,
they're using bullets.
They have like a Bacta something, but it's not full on like Bacta tank. I think like a Bacta Band-Aid or something.
Bacta.
Awful. Trademark it.
All right.
But how about after this? So they get Leia, and then we get that water scene.
And then we're in the trench coat, baby.
Which I fucking loved. It felt very much. they've done this shit in Star Wars Rebels countless times. Zeb in a costume or whatever.
This is like
with
fucking
Ezra.
straight out of Solo when he puts on
Yeah.
the Empire shit. He's like,
It's so funny. It's so funny.
What's
and
his
how
name?
funny is the two of the most important people in the whole goddamn universe
It's like-
are right here.
Literally in a big jacket.
Two
He's like, "Come in
Jedi,
here."
2 for
Yeah.
1 special.
The Inquisitors walked right past
Right
him.
by him.
So funny.
That's great.
Trash.
So funny.
Fifth brother and the other one just like.
I don't want to hear fucking complaining when like literally Obi-Wan's hiding on the fucking Falcon. Vader's just like, oh, that feels weird. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Star Wars is goofy. We can point to countless examples of dumber and weirder things happening. That's what I love about Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Weird,
Man.
crazy.
And
Time
then
to
they
loosen
get
up,
stood
guys.
up.
Have fun.
They get stood up, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I thought it was game over because they're like completely surrounded.
Yeah, I was like, there is no way out.
Obi-Wan's strong, but you're not deflecting 20
Every
blaster bolts.
direction.
Yeah, at the same time.
With the Inquisitors right in front of you.
Exactly. But then we get straight out of Compton comes in. No.
He stayed behind.
He stayed behind.
Say that,
But he was in the ship. He was in the shuttle. He was parking still.
Shocked to see snow speeders.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
loved it.
I was kind of like taken aback at first. I like, were those really the snow speeders? But they were. They were cool. What if they start firing like harpoons at the enemies and impaled like a stormtrooper with harpoons?
That'd be wild. They grab one of the explosives that Reba took, and you pull a fucking OG Lego Star Wars, and you like
Yank it.
drift that shit into the wall.
Great stuff. That was cool. We finally
Yeah,
get the
our boy
shot
gets
from the
hit.
trailer where Reva's like deflecting the blasters.
Yeah.
Oh
Really
yeah.
cool. Really cool formation.
God, just the whole aesthetic, like the gloom of it,
Mm-hmm.
of the world looks so cool.
Yeah, I like it. Nurse is
It was good.
completely empty. Even the fortress is like it's like an iceberg. Part of it you can see it, but the depths of it, it's like you're going to the depths of hell. Very
Yep.
Campbellian.
It's
Joseph Campbell.
The Star Wars iceberg. That's this.
Fortress. Yeah, I like it when heroes go into the depths of hell, like Rey going into the Supreme Leader Snoke's ship,
Belly of the Beast.
Belly of the Beast shit. Yeah, really cool. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. But then that one guy dies.
And then Homeboy dies.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm trying
he
to see what his name is. Let's see what his name is here.
I think Wade.
Wade.
Wade, you might have got it
Where's
there.
Wade? Where's Wade?
Wade Wilson?
Nah.
Is that a different franchise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Not like this.
Yeah, and then Vader
Why
comes in
Rose means
with his shaky cam. Nathan's favorite.
You were warned. What defeat would
Maybe
bring.
you're more bright than I expected. Blah, blah, blah.
But yeah.
Oh my God, Nathan.
I didn't know they were still outside. I didn't hear them the whole time.
Oh my God! I know it's Saturday night, but Jesus.
It's 10:36. Tell them to go home.
Yeah. I'm gonna just start
can't.
flicking my porch light.
Yeah, keep flicking off your porch light like it's Stranger Things.
Morse code this.
Please shut the fuck up.
It's fucking end of Parasite. One day I'm gonna make a lot of money.
Wow.
no.
Ouch.
Not like
Oh,
this.
what the
Nathan.
hell, Nathan? Wow.
Then I'll get out of here.
It's funny you say that. I was just like
Ouch.
bored yesterday, and I was put on the because I have the Criterion of Memories of Murder, and I put on the
Good for
commentary.
you.
There's two commentaries
All right,
actually.
Christian Bale.
There's a commentary with Bong Joon-ho and the crew, and then there's a commentary with Bong Joon-ho and the cast, and I was putting on the crew one to start. And it's really funny. So Evan, you know that scene where he Sung Kang-ho gets out of the car and like jump kicks that fucker down
Yeah.
the
Down the hill.
that's they got it on the first take, and Bong
wow.
Joon-ho's like, yeah, it's good. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
You did it.
And then they were talking, well, they're like, if we did it again, they're gonna be tired out. The grass is already gonna be trampled,
Yeah.
and they're like, so yeah, it worked out.
I love that movie.
And then they were talking about the super cool thing. So the first scene of the movie is the only scene
with the bright
it's
yellow,
not-
right?
with the bright yellow. The rest of the movie, it uses a special film developing process. It's like it's called a bleach bypass or something that drains out all the fucking colors. essentially. And then they were the production designer was talking about like how they specifically used like all these muted like props and different things, so it like really sells the look of it. Because it really looks like a drab.
It's very
much,
dreary.
Like,
it's an eerie town. These cops aren't the best. It's very like feeling of hopelessness.
So down to all these rooms, they were talking about like having to like figure out the walls and like the lighting and like different stuff. Super cool.
Great movie. That tunnel scene at the end.
Oh, if the movie got a tunnel, I know it's got me.
Yeah, those Korean tunnels, man.
Brick's got a tunnel.
Did Brick come after Memories of Murder?
Yeah. Brick was in 2005. Memories of Murder was in 2002.
Oh.
2000. Let me look.
2002 classic right there. Yeah. I thought it was 2004, but
Probably
yeah.
Good. God damn it, they're singing Queen up there.
2003, and then Brick came out in 2005.
Okay, great. 2003, great year. That's when I have no idea what came out. But
Return of the King, baby.
Let me tell you what came.
Oh, it's Star Trek movie. I like that one a lot.
Return of the King.
Yes. Return to Spock, right? That's the one where Spock comes back to life.
The Search for Spock.
Oh,
Yeah,
Return of the King's
came out
the
that
Harry
year.
Potter one, right?
Old Boy came out that year. Matrix Reloaded.
I think he
Matrix
may have got
Revolutions.
Prisoner Azkaban.
Ooh, X2 came out that year.
Oh, love me some
It did.
X2. Love me some X2.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Ejectocito.
Brother Bear came out that year. Holes came out in 2003. Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the
Incredible.
Hat.
Tom
2003,
Cruise
wow.
and The Last Samurai. I've yet to see that movie.
I have yet to see Last Samurai too.
I haven't watched it in forever, but I know it's.
I
Like,
always want to watch it, but it's like 2 hours.
Have
and
either of
45
you seen
minutes.
Master and Commander? I've been meaning to watch.
I haven't
No.
seen it. Well, we can all watch. That could be coming.
We should commentary it, yeah.
Because I heard that's
Peter Weir's a
Russell
great
Crowe,
director.
right?
Yep.
do that and Last Samurai.
No, Daredevil came out that year.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Oh, what a year!
Not again.
And of course, the most cinematic masterpiece to come out of 2003.
Oh,
Eddie Murphy and Daddy Daycare.
I was.
I watched that movie all the time growing up.
Yeah, I did. Why was that? That like you could not have a
You can,
DVD of that movie.
right? Exactly.
Why the fuck did everyone have a DVD of that movie? I
It
don't
was probably like
know.
at every
Eddie
Walmart
Murphy,
or
baby.
something. Yeah, I had a lot of Eddie Murphy movies growing up.
Holy shit! You guys remember? Did you ever watch the movie Kangaroo Jack?
Yes, obviously, right? I think
Yeah.
everybody,
That
They're
also
like-
came
A lot of
out.
adult humor in that,
yeah.
but only the kids watch it.
And the sequel, Kimberly Jack had a sequel too.
They had an animated sequel called
Was it animated?
Kangaroo Jack Good Day USA.
I remember the title. I didn't know it was animated. I thought it was live action.
I think he runs around Las Vegas
Mhm.
and gets in a boxing match.
Holy shit! Hayden Christensen in Shattered Glass. I don't remember what this movie.
Everyone praises that as
People love that
his
movie.
best
Yeah.
performance.
I heard about that.
I remember seeing clips from it, and I was like, "Damn, Hayden's
No fucking way.
Hayden's crying. I'm gonna cry." No.
Hayden and Rosario are both in that movie. That's kind of funny.
Wow.
Rosario. Is she the Ahsoka lady?
Is there any other Rosarios I know? I was trying to think.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't think.
I
of
was
anything.
thinking of any.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's another Hayden, like
That's all I
Hayden
got.
Panettiere, Hayden Christensen, and that's about it, right?
Oh, Curse of the Black Pearl came out that year too.
Oh, that's like the best
Oh.
one then. No. I
Yeah.
think out of the ones you named, I think Old Boy or Memories of Murder are the best ones.
Good episode.
But yeah, that was a good episode overall for
The
Kenobi.
movies.
It had interesting developments between Reva and Leia, Tula. Hopefully she doesn't die. Hopefully
Is it Tula or is it Tala? I swear it was Tala.
it could be Tala. Fine, sure, go with it.
I like Tula.
I like
I'm
Tula
pretty sure
too.
it's Tula.
Let's see if Carson is wrong for the upteenth time.
Just like Incredibles 2.
It is Tala.
Fuck. I'm
According
saying
to you.
Tula this entire time.
It's Tala Durith.
Talladega Nights.
No.
You don't like that one?
What's the subtitle? It's like Legend of Ricky Bobby.
The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Same thing.
Is it?
No.
All right.
Every day I wake up.
Minus 5 points.
Damn. If they asked me that question, I'd just say Talladega Nights. Fuck the subtitle.
7 Hail Marys, 5 points back.
But yeah, where do you guys think the show's going to go from here? We have finally rescued Leia. We're away from them, but we have a tracker. Vader knows about it. Riva knows about it. The Inquisitors know about it. Where do we go from here?
That base is getting invaded.
Yeah.
Are they going right back to that base? Are we getting the action scene there at the base?
I mean,
we're also...
wait, no, we need to go to Alderaan first, probably.
We're out of trailer shots.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think we go back to Alderaan because that's Leia bringing Lola back to Alderaan.
Yeah, they can't go to Alderaan because then like Vader would fuck up Alderaan.
Yeah, legally we can't do this. So maybe if they made it like a race to Alderaan and it's like too neutral to do anything.
Ooh, Vader gets in his shit. He's like, I got you now.
What?
Very interesting. I don't know. Then I guess they'll go back to that base first.
I imagine the bad. I mean,
imagine.
What is it? Jabin?
Mapuzo? No, Mapuzo was the other one.
Yeah, so Jabin. I would like to see more of that planet. Be intrigued to see if they have like a interesting setting for.
Are we going to see Vader versus Obi-Wan in this penultimate episode?
No, I think like Carson was hoping for, we'll probably get like the setup of the
final battle.
Well, the setup, but also like the emotional core buildup of between Anakin and Obi-Wan. That's really building to like the clash.
The rematch of the century, right, Kathy Kennedy?
Woohoo!
Where are they going to fight, guys? Rainy environment, cold, hot.
I would love if it started raining. Oh god, it's fucking rain hitting the helmet.
I want snow.
I don't want snow.
We had snow.
It gets everywhere.
What do I want?
I want rain, but I don't know.
I want lightning.
Looking at the
thunder.
menu, what do I want?
Like thematically, if I'm them and I have the task of writing Obi-Wan and Vader when they're at their better forms, not like episode 3, I want a lighter environment. Do they have to go lighter? I think they have to contrast with episode 3. So maybe a lighter environment.
If I was doing
raining,
I mean, obviously, in the point of view, you're like, they're not as spry, but they're sprier than 4. So, I would probably just like, in terms of the choreography, just have like a lot more
movement,
heavy hits. Nothing like acrobatic like, but also nothing.
No, I think it's gonna be very coordinated though, in terms of like.
Sure.
They're gonna be in sync, like.
I just think like every hit's gonna feel like instead of it just going like real fast, it's gonna feel like a lot more forceful, like a lot of like locked eyes and focus.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of talking, I think, as well.
I love when they talk in fights. I love when they talk.
It's the best fights, best lightsaber battles are the talking.
Or any flying in the air, any blue beams in the sky, any of that?
What was this?
Suicide
Squad?
Is this some kind of Obi-Wan Kenobi? What are you, some kind of...
Happy birthday
to Nathan.
It's not my birthday.
What's
it's like my
better?
half birthday.
The birthday people or the toads? Or the, what was it, the crickets last time? Frogs?
Cicadas.
Cicadas,
yeah. I'll take this. You said Chewie were live.
Yes. Thanks for being an hour and 8 minutes late, bitch.
Oh, they're so drunk out there.
Join them.
I have work.
Join me or die.
I can't just come in now, just like, give me your booze. No.
Yeah,
walk back inside. But yeah, this was a good episode. Kenobi's hidden. If they continue on this pace, it could be my my favorite since Mando season 1.
Plus?
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think this could go down as my favorite Disney Plus show.
Star Wars.
Or Marvel.
Oh. Miss Marvel had a fantastic pilot. I'm like, okay, Miss Marvel, if you keep it up like this for however long more episodes, 5 more episodes, I'd love it.
Is it only 6?
Is it 6? I'm not sure because it is like an hour-ish long.
I think this one's 6 and She-Hulk's 9.
Let me see Miss Marvel.
Because She-Hulk's like 30.
Because Nathan's always
CSI
wrong.
episodes, right?
Yeah. CSI is an hour long. But Miss Marvel, I mean, She-Hulk is like a comedy, so they're making that half hour long. so they're not going to be long.
I thought it was a tragedy. Anyone?
What's that from?
Joker.
Okay, cool. Oh.
Joker 2.
Reduce.
Miss Marvel will have
Racist.
consists of 10 episodes.
10?
I'm
Miss
kidding.
Marvel?
No, 6.
Stop. I have the power to kick you.
No. Don't do it.
Or
Don't
worse.
try it. Don't try
Or
it.
worse.
Oh, wow. I was going to keep the black man down. Okay, here we go.
You get top billing on every tweet.
Yeah.
Top billing. But okay, so there's some Acolyte news.
Oh god, the whole rest of the podcast.
There is? There's Acolyte news?
Just from there's Acolyte rumors. Let's talk about rumors. Let's go to the rumor mill. Somebody
All right.
fire up the rumor mill.
Anyway,
Is that your PS4 controller?
yes.
Yeah, get off Spider-Man.
Get off Spider-Man.
Fucking Spider-Man.
No! For all you new viewers at home, this is how it goes.
Yeah.
10 years from now, I think
He
he
doesn't
plays
like it.
Spider-Man.
He stopped liking us, so he started playing Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
That's not true. I just have focus.
Whenever Nathan looks off in the distance, it's like it's either Spider-Man or he's just tired.
Look at the camera.
Or maybe he's playing Lego Jurassic Park.
Thank you.
I used to have that.
And then you, what happened?
I lost my console.
Oh. You didn't get beat up and somebody
Hey.
stole it from you?
Not
Give me your
today.
lunch money.
You know, I take your lunch money?
I would pocket my lunch money, not eat lunch, and then buy shit.
That sounds so like you.
Sounds dark.
Is it?
Are you hungry? What the hell?
I mean,
School's like 6 hours. What are you doing for 6 hours?
I took it into my workflow. I also don't eat at work.
Not like this, Nathan.
I'm like this.
I had to go see movies, cinema, Interstellar.
That's the one with Murph, right?
Yeah. Don't let me leave, Murph.
But anyways, Acolyte. Let me pull it up here.
Do we have to? Do we have
Yes.
to use Interstellar?
Yeah, 'cause I don't like Interstellar. It's fine.
You don't mean
I
it.
don't even remember it.
I've only seen it like once. Anyways,
Can't believe we couldn't go to our screening.
Pain.
so here we go. From Disney Insider. They say they have some book. They had some Book of Boba Fett info, so they're slightly credible. But okay. So on their latest episode, they talked about how the Acolyte will be exploring some major Sith characters from Star Wars Legends for the first time in live-action capacity. This coincides with Leslie Headland saying that she took inspiration from Legends characters, Legend events. We kind of talked about that during her Vanity Fair stuff when she said, "Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Legends." I think even Kathy Kennedy said like Leslie Headland knows a lot about Star Wars Legends and all that kind of stuff, and that's kind of important. That's when all the rumor mills began about like, oh, is Palpatine going to be the main character of the show or whatever? But we know he's not. Acolyte's always going to be about this. So far, we know it's like this female girl played by Amandla Stelberg. Still not official casting, but that's a rumored lead of the show.
And introducing Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo.
No. But yeah, if they do finally announce her, it's like, oh, we kind of known that for a year now. Right. I think she was cast in Acolyte like early last year. Wow. Anyways, the podcast goes on to, or Disney Insider goes on to explain how, quote, we're talking about Darth Revan, folks, which I hear they're going to bring in a lot of these legend characters, Darth Bane, Darth Nihilist, Darth Malak, Darth Revan, all in Star Wars Acolyte. We will see.
Holy shit. Well, I got words on this.
They go on to explain, and I think somebody's very ill-informed here because they say Darth Bane previously appeared in Clone Wars, voiced by by Mark Hamill. But then they say that Darth Revan was the one with the role of two. That was Darth Bane, not Darth Revan. Mm-hmm. Of course, Darth Malak, if people don't know, he's from KOTOR. That's the evil guy in KOTOR. Revan's, yeah, with the cool mask. Oh, that's Malgus.
Right.
Malgus was the one that came after Revan a few years. Malgus is part of Old Republic. Malak and Revan are part of Knights of the Old Republic.
Does anybody remember Darth Vectivus?
No, I don't. Which one's
To me,
I don't know
feel like
anything
this
about
is.
them.
I feel like the lore of these people will be present, and I think that's probably what's getting conflated to them.
That's what I was about to
in
say.
The show,
I think,
and I think I would much rather. I think the timeline of this show is too far in the future for these people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna see them walking and talking.
But I could see their influence kind of hold over the show and the like the ideologies, which would be super cool to see like canonized in a way.
Yeah, because we've only seen crumbs of Revan canonized. Or like
exactly.
One part of the Rise of Skywalker visual dictionary where one part of the Legion of First Order, whatever they were, the final troopers were called like the Revan, Revan something. There's like a Revan callback in Rise of Skywalker visual dictionary. And Revan has been referenced a little bit here and there, but like we haven't got an official name of like remember Last Jedi was raised as Darth Sidious. Like we haven't seen somebody actually
cool
say
to see
Darth
that,
Revan.
like to have this show have its history.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And like have them like talk about it in a way that would like how are these figures and their ideologies passed down, and where does it currently stand to our characters?
Great point, and that's what I was gonna say too in a way, because Darth or Acolyte is it 50? It's just 50, right?
I think so.
50 years before Phantom Menace. It's about the rise of we don't really know, but it's presumably the rise of Sith in that time. How the Sith were able to, according to Leslie Headland, how are they able to come into the Jedi Order and, as Palpatine does, sneak in, become senator, become chancellor, and how are the Jedi so foolish enough to let this happen? So it's like kind of like the Acolyte, even though Palpatine might not be in the series, even it might not be in the series, just the references to what came before, like Carson said, Darth Bane, Will of Two, that's what kind of led to the current position of the Sith. It wouldn't exist without Darth Bane. Darth Revan came prior to Darth Bane, way prior to Darth Bane, but he still was paramount to like their way of life and everything like that.
Right.
Same thing for Malak. Revan and Malak are coincide. Like you can't be talking about Revan without talking about Malak because they go hand in hand. And then Darth Nihilus, also old Sith. That's the Sith with the weird mask. If you guys probably ever saw him online, he had that white mask with the red line down the middle. He was like pure darkness. I think Darth Nihilus, let me look him up real quick, because I think he had some kind of crazy ability. Let me see here. He had a really cool ability. Oh yeah, he followed the Jedi Civil War a long time ago. He was called the Lord of Hunger. Yeah, so he had an ability where he could like suck the Force energy from people.
That sounds fucking nuts.
Let me see. Let me click on powers and abilities.
Sounds like Tross.
Let's see here. You can lift starships. Bullshit. Sith Alchemist. Yeah, here we go. He could feel Force users throughout the galaxy to find planets where they were finding them.
Goddamn.
Yeah, he would cleanse entire civilizations, really, killing everything who was touched by the Force. Prolonged use of this ability made him a threat to all life. I think he was taken out by the Jedi Council and by the Sith, because they were like, "You got to go, buddy."
You gotta go.
Old Sith stuff is very interesting. But yeah, even the article says like these could either be name drops, these could be like stuff against the wall. Like, you know, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is known for this. Like, here's a big construct of a celestial, but we're not going to talk about that celestial. We're just going to have him in the background, for example, until Eternals. But so yeah, this could range from flashbacks, messages, Sith holocrons. I would love to see a Sith holocron in this series. Not a Wayfinder, a holocron.
Yeah.
So I would love that. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. The other rumor that the Disney Insider article had was that we will be seeing Batu eventually in the Star Wars product. which I think makes sense. We kind of talked about that in our own chat. Batuu makes sense to go back to. It's a part of Disney World, Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's a new world. It's been in the novels plenty of times now, ever since 2019 or 2018 or whatever. So it makes sense for Batuu to become a world that they go to. Hell, they could go there in Andor season 2. What else? They could go Batuu easily in Skeleton Crew. I can definitely see Skeleton Crew going to Batuu, especially because it takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
I could see Mandalorian doing it.
Mandalorian can easily go to Batuu. Maybe season 4, season 3. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they secretly shot something during the pandemic, because that's when they would. That's when you could shoot it. When Galaxy's Edge was closed. When Galaxy's Edge was closed.
Actually, go to Galaxy's Edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Acolyte. I think I'm still on the team that is not coming out in 2023. Especially with 3 Star Wars shows already confirmed.
So we have Mando in February, probably
Ahsoka in May.
in the summer,
yeah,
and Skeleton Crew late fall probably.
So if Acolyte was to come out, we'd probably see it late 2024.
And the movie.
Did you see that? There was another Taika comment today.
Yeah, we can talk about that too. Yeah.
I'm still writing. I'm still coming up with ideas and still trying to make it feel like a Star Wars movie, if I remember in the quote right. Which concerns me a little bit.
It doesn't concern me. I like that he's still writing.
No, I know, but I'm like,
what?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot the top of next year, or like, something.
Did you say? Oh, you want him to say that? Or?
I want just some sort of or we're gonna start casting soon, or
it seems like he's still in the writing phase. Like if he's still in the writing phase, then this is definitely 2025.
Yeah, that's not.
I've never heard somebody writing a movie besides Knives Out, Ryan Johnson, but it's like writing a movie and it coming out the very next year.
Well, not a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, especially not a Star Wars movie. Knives Out is a different story. Knives Out costs $70 million or something. So, if that.
I think it's a $40 million movie.
$40 million, yeah. So
let me look.
Please do. So I'm very curious to see what happened with that movie. I like that he came out with a quote today, probably going along with that quote that we just said, saying he's trying to make this feel like his movie, but staying true to the Star Wars universe. You guys remember that quote? I forget what he said today.
Yeah. Knives Out is a $40 million movie.
Great. Fantastic. And it made so much money. Let's see. Taika, Star Wars. So he said, I'm still coming up with ideas and I'm storylining it and just wanted to make sure that it feels like a Star Wars film. Yeah, coming up with ideas. This is not... I wonder if there's even a... production, or is there anything in pre-production yet?
Crew or something?
Yeah, no, I doubt it at this point.
I'm going to StarWars.com right now, and I'm going to tell you when this was officially announced per Lucasfilm.
It's been a minute. But yeah, so at this point, I'm thinking 2025 for the next movie. 2023. They keep saying, there's all those articles from insiders saying, Lucasfilm is doing so much stuff that even if Patty Jenkins' movie or Taika Waititi's movie can't happen, we're going to have something on schedule for 2023 regardless, because there's so many other projects that they could just slide in there. But at this point, without them, didn't even say anything during Celebration. I doubt they have enough information.
Damn. It's been 2 years.
Yeah,
over 2 years since this has been since
Patty and
Academy
Taika?
Award winner Taika Waititi did direct and co-write the new Star Wars feature film, and then
Patty was that same conference. Patty and Taika were announced.
Leslie Headland was announced on this one.
That was the Acolyte was announced then too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was that?
Patty was announced later in the year.
Was that episode one of? Was that episode one of our podcast for my cup of tea stuff?
Patty was announced at the December 2020 Disney Investor Day.
And Taika was earlier in 2020?
Taika was May May 4th, 2000.
Wow. Okay, never mind. I thought Taika was like the same time. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Taika and Leslie were announced May 4th, 2020.
That was a great day, man. My birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Turned 24.
For you?
In 2020. Yes. But okay, so we Acolyte, Star Wars. What else we had to talk about? Oh yeah, Filoni has a story idea for Luke and Ahsoka. He said, "quote." Oh, where is it at? Okay. He said, "I have a whole story about that I devised many years ago, actually, because I had to put that tile in place to do what I'm currently doing now with Ahsoka. I haven't found a way to tell that story yet. I've wrote a piece of it afterward, but we'll see. We'd love it. It's a great story." In terms of
Dave
Luke,
on Ahsoka?
Dave on Luke meeting Ahsoka. For the first time. So basically, yeah, he has a story.
It predated Mando.
Well, yeah, because remember in Mando we thought like, oh, it looks like they already know each other. They seem pretty comfortable with each other,
right?
Or at least Mando in Book of Boba Fett. So yeah, so they probably met. What is this? 5 years after Return of the Jedi, they probably met. Hell, it could be anywhere between a year or 5 years. So I wonder what they talked about. Anakin. You never know. It could be brought up in Ahsoka, maybe not.
Yeah,
I still don't want Luke to be in Ahsoka, but we shall see. But yeah, there is a story for it. Filoni's going to tell it because I feel like one of the things that could easily be like a comic book issue, but if Filoni wants to tell it,
yeah,
he might just do it in a TV show later on.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know what TV show it would be in though.
Because if Ahsoka is going to be more Rebels focused or that wrapping up that sort of thing, who knows? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that was interesting. Also from Celebration that we didn't get a chance to talk about, Visions and Fallen Order. So Visions season 2. This was when I was on the plane.
I was at the panel.
You were at the panel.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about it last time, but we didn't really dive into it and like the implications of Vision season 2. Because it seems to be getting bigger than season 1.
Yes, and so basically, very interesting that. So, it's going to be animation short projects from different countries. So, I am very curious if that means anime or just different. I don't know. So, it would be interesting to see if they're all anime like it was in season 1 or if it's more.
It can't be, right? I think anime clearly means Japanese.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to broaden itself a little bit, but I think there's still going to be very unique animated stories, and there will be still anime episodes.
Yes, it just won't all be anime, which is kind of disappointing because I love anime. It's my favorite kind of animation.
Yeah.
So I would prefer them all to be anime, but I don't want to discount other countries getting a crack at Star Wars.
Yeah,
I think that's neat. That's cool.
Because there's just like randoms that I think like
South
Chile's
America,
Chile's on there. I'm like, I have no idea what that even would look like.
What is Chile? Some countries in Europe are also getting involved as well.
And then it's kind of funny because they highlight California on there. I'm like,
no,
what is that?
Yeah, I don't want I don't want anybody from America getting because we already have Rebels, Clone Wars. That's American animation. Just give me all foreign animation.
What if Avatar Studios did?
I think it just means that it just means that Lucasfilm Animation wants to make a Visions episode, probably.
Yeah, probably.
They're jealous. They got a little jealous.
That Visions was slapped. Visions.
But
rocked.
very exciting. Spring
2023. So that's 4 shows coming out. New red. I love red. Favorite color. Love it.
And I presumably these are all going to be original again. I don't think there's any. He said more information soon, so maybe we'll get it. Confirmation that like one of the studios is like continuing something or something like that.
Oh yeah, but they haven't even announced studios yet.
So
did they announce studios during that first trailer, or was it prior to the first trailer for Visions? Do you guys remember?
I think we knew prior to the first trailer, but then they like kind of cemented the rumors.
Because the trailer said like, boom, trigger,
Yeah,
boom,
trigger,
production
yep.
IG, boom.
Yep.
And those were exciting. Like I want production IG to come back. I want Trigger to come back. I want all those studios to come back. But if we're expanding, are we limiting the amount of anime studios that are coming back? That's
Right.
what worries me, kind of. And again, I like that we're getting a crack at what Chile could do, what Europe can do. But for me,
and
I prefer Japanese anime.
keep in mind that I think Visions was pretty successful enough that they were very clear at the panel that anime and Star Wars has a bright future.
Ooh, that's a great quote. I remember that. Yes.
I think somebody's going to get a full show eventually. I don't know when. Or maybe they're already working on something like that, but I could totally see a full anime show happening.
Those are some of my favorite like small teases from Celebration in general where, yeah, there was a quote that said anime and Star Wars have a future. There was a quote in the High Republic panel where they're like, we could be seeing the High Republic in various different things. But yeah. So Star Wars has a lot in the pipeline. I'm just excited because I would love to see an anime style Star Wars show, like 45 minutes. Like get out of the short element and make it a full-fledged like.
Or just give me a 24 episode season. Give me a 24 episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, give me that. Like, give me Bad Batch, but anime, right?
Yeah,
that would be really cool. Like, give me Ninth Jedi, but expanded upon in 12, 10 episodes. Yes, please. Because most anime these days are like 12, 13 episodes.
12, 13 episodes.
Or if they do 2 cores, it's 24, 23. So I would love, absolutely love, and I'd love to hear that anime and Star Wars have a bright future because I need more. And I want Visions like every year. I said every year, but obviously we're getting it next year. So every other year at least, I would love to see Visions.
And that's what they're like, yeah, we're working hard. Like, it just takes a while with the quality that we want. Like,
makes sense. Did they say anything about episode length or numbers of episodes at all?
No. They. If we. Let me look up the map.
What do you guys. Oh, why are you looking up? What do you guys think? Nathan, do you think we're going to get like. How many episodes do we have this time? 8 shorts? 9 shorts?
9.
9?
There was 9.
I have it on Letterboxd.
Probably the same, if I were to guess. Animation takes a long time.
But 9, I want like. Because again, if we're getting more studios, unless we're cutting down the number of Japanese studios, yeah, there's 9. I want more than 9. I would just give me 12. Give me at least 12. I just want more Visions. Visions was just so cool. One of my favorite shows of last year.
I don't know how hard animating is.
I know it takes a while. It's long.
Maybe if enough people send in their lines, it'll be good.
Yeah. And I like seeing in the panel they had a lot of the dub actors and actresses, right, Carson?
Yeah, they had a bunch of the dub actors.
Was Christopher Sean there?
Yeah, Christopher Sean was there.
Awesome.
Smulio.
What?
Smulio is on Visions.
Was Simu there?
Yeah. Oh, not there, but I mean, I'm just.
So the current countries.
Yeah, he was.
The current countries we have, and if you want to count at least one episode per country. Japan, India, UK, Ireland, Spain, Chile, France, South Africa, and California. So that's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's go through that real quick. Say that again. So outside of Japan. So Japan, I know anime is like. Let me look up India animation. Let me see what we get here. India animation. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen. Yeah, a lot of 3D stuff here. A lot of 2D. Okay, I can see this working for Star Wars. You said what was that?
UK, which UK I'm assuming is more like
UK
Western based.
Animation? Yeah, that's like the Western
I think the
animation.
Arcane studio is actually based in the UK.
I think UK animation is like Wallace and Gromit stuff. Are we getting Wallace and Gromit style Star Wars?
Please.
That would be actually that would be pretty dope. UK animation. Okay, interesting. What else we got here?
Because I was watching that trailer for the Arcane short thing.
Yeah.
And I think they're based in the UK at the studio that did the.
I would love that in Star Wars. Yeah.
That'd be fucking amazing.
Yes, please.
Ireland.
Ireland animation. Oh, Ireland animation. That's like the one Apple movie, Carson.
Oh,
The
like
wolf-
Wolfwalkers?
Wolfwalkers. That's
That'd be
island
fucking cool.
animation. I love that style of animation. Ooh, yes. Okay.
And
I
then
would
Spain,
love that.
Spain, Chile.
Spain animation. I don't see much of a difference here.
Yeah.
Was
there's
Klaus
certain
and was Klaus from Spain?
point- might be.
'Cause I'm getting a lot of like Klaus style.
Klaus.
By the way, that Klaus studio is making another anime for Netflix.
Yeah, I retweeted that.
They announced that on Geek Week, which is really cool. I like this animation for Star Wars. That could be really cool.
Yeah, Klaus is a Spanish American animated. Ooh, let me go to Wikipedia.
Let me look up Chile while you do that. Chile animation. Something similar to what we saw here in actually Wolfwalker animation, UK animation.
Yeah, Klaus is from a Spanish production studio called Sergio Pablos is the director, and he has his own studio. So.
Yeah, these look promising. This is a style from certain anime studios or animation studios in different countries. This looks very promising.
So
I like
there's 9 countries, so I think there's gonna be 9 episodes again.
Oh, okay.
So
I
we're
didn't know
only
that.
getting one Japan episode.
That very much limits the sequels. I want a sequel to Lupin Ocho and Night Jedi. Which is
Where's
why I
my
hope-
Tatooine Rhapsody sequel? Did Jabba sign them?
Give us another song. Come on, Java. Maybe we can go to a different hut or something.
Let's go play in Batu. That'll be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where it's coming.
Is it? They could bring it to Batu. That'd be really fun. Just you're walking, you can hear bits from that song. That song goes really hard. I love that song. But yeah, Vision Season
I
2.
need to hear it in Japanese.
Very exciting. Spring 2023. Probably my most anticipated of the 2023 shows next to Mando Season 3. I'm excited. But yeah, that was it. D23 set for September 10th this year. What are you guys thinking?
Mandalorian
Mando trailer.
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
We couldn't get the indie trailer there.
Might not be shown to us, or I think maybe we'll get like a teaser.
Wait, yeah, they'll probably get indie footage there. But
Yeah.
indie comes out, what, May or June next year?
June.
Is June. What's
Last
Memorial
week in
Day?
June. Last
Oh,
week in
Memorial
June.
Day is Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But yeah, last week in June. Yeah, so wait, actually way too early for a teaser trailer then. Probably just
Count it
another
out with Indiana Jones though. I bet they're gonna hype the shit out of this for a while.
do it early. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Even if it's just Harrison walking up to the camera or something.
Hey, oh my gosh, it's Harrison Ford. I haven't seen him since.
Alan
Blade Runner.
Grant.
Ellie's that? Oh, how so bad.
No,
You
You
coming?
coming or what?
it was more fluent in the movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
She walked. It's the same thing for
There was a straight Indiana Jones moment in the fucking movie, which was funny.
You'll talk
Oh, yeah.
about it later.
I
'cause
I
haven't
liked
seen it.
that. Yeah. Samuel dies. Fuck. No. But
The boulder.
Apparently there'll be a Little Mermaid trailer though, for sure. There. I don't know if they'll release it.
I think they
but-
got to do Little Mermaid. A poster, probably a teaser poster,
Yeah.
a trailer. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that.
And
Yeah.
then
Chloe Bailey.
what else
right?
Star Wars wise? Probably.
But Star Wars Mando trailer. Something from Ahsoka. Maybe not.
I don't think they'll show anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll show the audience.
to the
Ahsoka stuff.
to the world at least.
Andor will already be midway airing.
Andor's already like.
Or no, it'll be 1 episode in or 2 episodes in.
Andor be already in. Like Andor's going well. We had the first big response of the week or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Andor, Ahsoka. Oh, so this fall we're getting Tales of the Jedi and Bad Batch.
Yes.
Bad Batch is scheduled for September 31st, I want to say, or 28th. Which one is the Wednesday? 31st or 28th of September.
Whatever. day that
sure.
is.
Let's see. September 28th. Yeah, September 28th is the Wednesday. There is no 31st of September.
I bet
But-
Tales. When did Visions release? November.
November, yeah.
I bet Tales will be in November.
And they'll probably release them all at once. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
September 28th, November for Visions. Star Wars is going to be packed this fall. So yeah, Visions. They probably tell. If Vision doesn't come out by that time, we can probably get a Visions trailer for sure.
Yeah,
during that
or
time.
at least in new information.
New information or a trailer, yeah. Because usually for animated products, they give us a trailer like a month before the show airs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take too long. I mean, unless you're Bad Batch, which came out at Celebration.
At last.
So great.
Country!
So yeah. Visions, Mando, probably more info on Skeleton Crew, maybe casting updates.
Yeah.
Like who the kids are.
Kids.
Yeah. Mike Wolf.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown.
12-year-old. Woo!
But the whole cast from Stranger Things just transitions.
Finn Wolfhard as Ben Solo. Woo!
Oh boy. A new Ben Solo show.
Give it to me.
In our dreams.
But that's D23. It's exciting. That's pretty much it. I want to talk about though. Fallen Order 2 coming out 2023. We kind of touched on it last time.
I love that teaser.
I thought it was great. Great teaser trailer.
Very cryptic, no information. I love that we just see like these fights. And
Is it the Grand Inquisitor?
Apparently, it's not. It's
the same. It's he's a senator that, or he's a imperial senator.
Yes. The
He's
quote
just
was
the same
like,
race.
yeah, evil senator from I forget the planet, but the caption on StarWars.com says like he's making a scary deal with the Emperor, or he's making some kind of deal with the Emperor, and then he opens up the chest and it's Cal's saber in the chest. So a couple of things here. Also, we don't know at all who that cloaked figure is, the red lightsaber at the end of the trailer.
Oh no, not at all.
But okay, so this guy has Cal's saber. When Cal comes across the pod of some kind of, most likely a Jedi in that Bacta tank,
Right.
I'm thinking because every game.
Nathan's not sleeping tonight.
Oh no, that's tragic.
God, I got louder once I got my headphones.
But every game, you have to start from scratch. Like, this happens in Kingdom Hearts a lot, where Sora becomes so strong, but then in the next game, he has to relearn what he has learned, or his memories.
The skill tree! Oh, no!
Yeah, your skill tree. So, like, your skill tree's gone, basically, because that's the point of every game. But I wonder, early on in the game, Cal loses to probably this masked Darkseid guy.
Yep.
Maybe he's working for the senator. But we see Cal with just his blaster when he comes across that pod. He puts his hand in the pod, or he looks at the pod, or whatever.
I'll pick some shooting.
So I would love to see some shooting mechanics in this game. That would be awesome, because we didn't really get a chance to fire a gun at all, right, in the first game. So yeah,
We have blasters in this game.
Yeah, so I want blasters. I want new force powers. Him having to get, because like we had tons of great force powers.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to relearn that, obviously. So yeah. Oh, we see a crashed ship on the desert. I mean, the crashed ship that we know and love from the game is like crashed in the desert. There's like footsteps along the desert, so obviously his crew is left. But I want to be able to transition between players in the game. I want control of Mirren. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I love her. She's awesome. I want to be what's it called? Night Sister. I would love to be part of those.
Probably be some new people that we get to play, depending on who joins the crew or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, can Cal dual wield? I would love that finally. That'd be really cool. Because he had like the ability to in certain attacks in the first game.
Yeah, but only if it would like go down
mid combo. Yeah, I want that, and of course I want the map to be better. But they said they were going to update the combat, especially with the whole. This is only going to be available on next generation consoles or current. So PS5 and Xbox One, Xbox One S.
Oh shit! So I gotta buy a PS5 next year.
Yeah, so it's not going to be available on the old consoles. Tragic. Buy a PS5, guys. What'd you say, Nathan?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
when they did that one.
How?
Because it will be basically if it comes out later in the year too, it would be 2
Yeah,
years since
I'm
the-
thinking. I'm thinking like not spring. I'm thinking like post May, like between May and August. I think is when this game's coming out.
You're like, I hope summer so I can just binge it.
Yeah, I hope summer because if it comes out during the school year, calling off work, baby. But
You'll be done in a week.
Exactly. First game was just so much fun.
Really
I like the current combat, but they said they're going to update the combat, especially with the PS5 graphics. They can probably do a lot
Update the
more.
maps. That's all I need.
Yes,
As long as
please.
I get my picture mode.
Oh, is there no picture mode on Fallen Order?
There is now.
Oh yeah, with the update, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's going to be there. Probably revamped as well. Probably get in line with the Spider-Man and Last of Us picture modes. I love those. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the
Horizon.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Horizon Zero Dawn has some good ones. But yeah, I'm excited for Fallen Order. There's a lot of potential. We're 5 years after the first game, which is a big time skip.
That's a big time. Yeah.
Obi-Wan time.
So I'm excited to see what Cal looks the same, but I want to see what the other crew cast really look like. Different costume designs. Hopefully we can just change more than just our ponchos. That was pretty lame. I want more of a costume change.
Give me a tattoo option on the arm. That'd be kind of cool.
Jedi tattoo. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.
Make myself known to all enemies.
I want like Jedi scum on my forehead. That'd be amazing.
Draw your own with the analog.
That'd be too much. But yeah, I'm excited to see what styles of gameplay, how they update that. In the story, it's hard to come up with any theories for the story because we see somebody in the tube, presumably a Jedi with their hand cut off. It looked like
These games just get like so new. Like I can't predict.
yeah, it's hard to
Even like the
yeah.
Inquisitor Fortress that was introduced in the game, right?
Yeah, we had no idea that was coming. So yeah, who is the guy with the red lightsaber? Are they even Sith? I doubt it. It's probably just some
Get off the stage.
Rogue Jedi guy.
rogue Jedi working for the senator, maybe. I don't know. I'm very curious here.
Yeah. Especially like I'm so curious. Now that Cal made that decision at the end of the game, what is his purpose now? Like, what does he want to do?
Good point. He gave those Padawans a chance.
Rebellion.
It doesn't seem like he's working for the rebellion at all.
Imagine Enfys missing.
We could see some Enfys. Enfys is in play. Kira, Han in play. Doubt it. But
Obi-Wan in play. When
Obi-Wan's
Cal
in
shows up
play.
next week.
Thrawn's in play. Vader's always in play.
I am shocked how like
Krennic's in play.
all these like different points in between the trilogy we have not gotten Thrawn in any other medium but Rebels.
Books.
He's too big.
Or books, I guess.
He has like 9 books out. Yeah.
Are any of them set during the 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Vader, the second Thrawn one when he they flash back to Thrawn working with Anakin and Padme. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one. I didn't read that one yet.
Put that in Tails. He's not a Jedi.
But that's about it for Fallen Order. I'm very excited for that one. Next year we're getting like a lot of great games. Dead Space is coming out next year, the remake. Fallen Order is coming out.
Last of Us, the remake.
Last of Us, no, that's coming out this year.
Oh,
Last of Us remake. Oh, Last of Us multiplayer might be, or Last of Us Part 2. They're doing like a faction standalone multiplayer game. They announced that at Summer Game Fest. So like, Last of Us is going to be
And
standalone multiplayer.
Naughty Dog / Neil is working on a new original project. Is that
Neil's
right?
working on, he's directing an original project. So yeah,
That's very good.
that's probably 2024 or 2025 at best.
He unveils it. It's Uncharted 5.
God damn it. Not like this.
Not like this. What else is coming out next year? I just had something.
A Thief's Tomb.
Final Fantasy 16, very exciting. So yeah, 2023 is very fun year for games. But yeah, speaking of games, before we end, I finished up Lego Star Wars Skywalker
Rise of
Saga.
Skywalker. Does Ben get yeeted off the cliff?
Yeah, he does. Not great. Not great. I tweeted out, but I'm like, it still hurts seeing Ben disappear, even in Lego form. Like he gives Ray a Band-Aid.
Oh.
And you see his they do like a life bar over his head.
No.
His brains while hers
no.
regenerates. It's really cute and funny. But then he's like, oh, and then he falls out. I'm like, F this.
God.
I'm crying all over again. I don't care if it's Lego. It hurts. Why do they do this? And she looks at him all sad and then walks away. I'm like, fuck.
And she puts her little helmet on and like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is pottery.
But the level design of the game is so cool. Like exploring the Death Star wreckage was huge. It's a really big area. I can't wait to go back and find all the collectibles I skipped over. But the best part about Rise of Skywalker was the Rey versus Kylo on Kefir was amazing. Great fight with the whole water and stuff. You're actually sliding at points too. It's really cool. The water effects were very cool. I really liked that fight a lot. The last battle was pretty cool. You're transitioning between Kylo fighting the Knights and Rey fighting the Praetorian Guards, or whatever those Sith guards were. And those were really cool. That was a really cool fight. My favorite level, though, the entire game was Last Jedi. The Rey and Kylo fight versus Praetorian Guards. I'm biased as hell, but that fight was so awesome in the game itself. I loved that. Really cool.
Do the fucking face stab.
He does. It's ugh. Then, throws him the lightsaber, and it's boom, and then guy goes flying. It's really cool.
Nice.
And then the scene is changing while you're fighting too, which is really cool.
it has the same fire effect.
The fire effect is changing. I love the fight. You're transitioning between Kylo and Rey, back and forth. It was really cool. I just love it. A lot of the boss fights were repetitive. It had the same same thing you had to do: dodge, block, attack. Not hard at all. There wasn't anything unique about any of the. Besides what the characters looked like and what they did, the characters yourselves, you're not really changing much in terms of boss fights. Mm-hmm. But in general, I like the Last Jedi level. Canto Bight, I was telling Nathan about it. Canto Bight was huge. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
I love what they did with Canto Bight. You go from the beach all the way to the casino area.
Shuttle Park?
Yeah, we get to Shuttle Park. Actually, no, we don't.
Do we see Shuttle Parker guy?
We do, yeah. He's
yes!
He's great. I love
That's
that.
my glove shit.
The game has a great level design. I just feel overall the game, I don't know, it didn't entice me. It didn't keep me excited. I don't know what the difference was between this game and the other Lego games. Maybe if I had the Lego games that came out, the Complete Saga, for example, if that came out today, would I feel differently about it because I've played more games since then? But I don't know. This one just felt like the pacing wasn't there. It's so big that the pacing wasn't as tight, I think. Because there was, I recognized it in the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. There just wasn't a lot of action. There wasn't a lot of combat. There was more in the original trilogy, oddly enough. But I don't know. I wanted better pacing for the game. I wasn't really invested in it. It was very funny at times. But overall, I'm just not really exciting. I can't wait to play Bloodborne next.
Even in Phantom Menace, you gotta run so far in the world that's underwater, the Gungan world. Yeah,
it's just a lot of running around, and you can skip over a lot of it. And the game's telling you hey, slow down. You don't have to skip over it because all these collectibles and objectives and missions and side missions. And I'm excited to go throughout the galaxy free play and go between planets. Jump between planets. That's fun. But.
I remember in Phantom Menace, you're on Tatooine the first time. I think you're about to leave Tatooine, but then you go into this one shop, and then there's this fucking haunted protocol droid.
I love that.
I didn't play the side mission yet, but I'm just see you later.
It was so creepy. Yeah, you follow a ghost C-3PO version. Yeah, it was so cool.
And must be droid to unlock. I'm oh fuck.
Yeah. Now that I've unlocked every type of character, scavenger, droid, whatever. Now I can. Now I'm going back and getting all the trophies and mini kits.
What's crazy? I don't know. Maybe it's a difficulty I play on, but I never have to really upgrade anything to beat the missions.
Yeah, I mean, which also there's no difficulty level. Everything's the same difficulty. So there is stuff to upgrade, but you didn't really need to upgrade anything in this game. There's a whole skill trees, but they feel very unnecessary.
Yeah.
The only thing I leveled up was my ship health. I was never scared of blowing up in a ship. I felt I was never. There was no
but
kind
your
of
stamina,
fear of
I
dying.
mean, you gotta upgrade your stamina.
Nope.
Why?
there's none of that. So it's really weird. So, but yeah, overall, I liked like the way the characters move. Like Kylo, specifically Kylo, Luke, Return of the Jedi, and I'm trying to think. Darth Vader has some very cool like physics and animations and the way they moved. Each character, each Jedi, each Sith had a different moveset, which was very cool. I liked that a lot. Yeah. They spent a lot of time on that, but yeah, I know it feels like they spent a lot more time on the exploration of it all instead of like the story of it all, which was a disappointment because it wasn't really balanced. But overall, that's the game. But yeah, finally finished that game that came out in April.
I thought it was April.
Or May. Was it May? I thought it was April. Was it May?
I think it was April.
Yeah.
I think so.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's me. That's about it. We stretch this podcast out as much as possible.
Well. Was that you already, Evan? Working fine.
Find me on Twitter at HarrisEV9.
Playing Lego Star Wars.
Playing Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I might show some. I won't do clips. Yeah, I'm lying. I have some clips from Last of Us I might edit and throw on Twitter. Last of Us Online. Because I'm always playing that game. Like in between, like I would finish like Force Awakens, then I would go play Last of Us Online because I play that all the time. Mm-hmm. Either way, find me on Twitter, HarrisEV9. I'm watching anime. Just finished up an anime called Shadow's House. I'm watching Spy Family and Kaguya-sama.
Episode 9 is so good.
Episode 9 was so good, Spy Family. Or was it 10 today? Or was it 9?
No, it was 10. Sorry.
It was 10. But Spy Family just continues to excel and just do what it does perfectly. Great dodgeball game. What else am I watching these days? I'm watching The Boys, watching Ms. Marvel, watching Kenobi. I'm starting, Carson, Made in Abyss tonight.
Yes, let's go.
Did you finish it all, Carson?
Yes, I still have the there's a movie.
Yeah.
That,
Dawn of something.
Yeah, there's a movie that continues the story, and then
there's two recap
picks
movies.
Up. Yeah, there's 2 recap movies, then an actual movie.
Yeah.
And then season 2 picks up
in July. Summer season's gonna be fun. A lot of anime sequels. But yeah, what else am I doing? I'm reading a lot of comics. The Star Wars comics are killing it. Really quick, I'm reading The War of the Bounty Hunters from like 2020 to 2021.
Charles Soule, yeah.
Charles Soule stuff. It is fantastic. Like, especially because I'm reading the side comics of like the regular Star Wars run, the Dr. Aphra run, and the Darth Vader run, and how they all coalesce together is very cool in terms of how this is all connecting. I still don't know what Kira's endgame is with Crimson Dawn, but I'm just very excited. Boba Fett's fantastic. I'm probably liking it even more because I've watched Book of Boba Fett, so I know more about his psychology and what he's thinking. Because watching this guy getting like betrayed by Jabba, who he's like worked for his whole life, Jabba just betrayed him on a whim. I'm like, that's fucked up, Jabba. And you see why like Boba wants to get rid of like be his own leader in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Warfare Bounty Hunters a lot. I'll probably talk about it more next time.
Is it still running or is it concluded?
Oh, it's done. We're on the next event right now, the Crimson Reign. So I'm close.
Carson, where can they find you?
Over on Twitter at the film wrong finger at the film Carson.
At the Snowball.
At the Snowball, Mike. Yeah, what am I watching? I'm watching still My Hero. I'm on like episode 90. There's so many goddamn episodes.
So many episodes.
90. I've fallen.
And I think there's 115 episodes or 117. Something like that. But once I do that, I want to watch Vinland Saga and Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Castlevania, Evan. Number 3.
Yeah!
I'll join you.
I really want to watch Castlevania.
Castlevania is one of the best shows ever.
Peak fiction.
A la carte?
It's peak. Whenever I was listening, like, what is Netflix best show? There's Ozark, Mindhunter.
Yeah.
Castlevania is up there.
In the house.
Castlevania, it's just, the animation is peak. Like, studio, what studio is it? Powerhouse Studio or Studio Mirror? One of them. I love the studio so much, and they're getting everything right. And the character work is so beautiful.
It's three seasons, right?
3, I think so. 3 or 4 seasons.
3 or 4 seasons.
I think there's 4 now.
And then they're doing a spin-off show.
Yeah,
like a prequel thing.
Yeah, the spin-off show is set years later.
Oh, later. Okay.
it's a descendant of people. But
Gotcha.
I can't see how many seasons. There's 32 episodes, but yeah, there's a lot. It's only like 30 minutes, 35 minutes per episode, but it's an easy binge. Season 1's like 4 episodes. Season 2 is like 6 or 8 episodes, and season 3 and 4 are both like 8, 9, or 10 episodes long.
Cool.
So
yeah, I'm excited to watch that. And what else? I gotta read Midnight Horizon.
Yes, you do. It's so good.
Put it on my shelf next to the popcorn tins and everything else. My Kylo mug.
By the way, Nathan popcorn tins. They're doing work. They're great. Fantastic.
They're doing work.
The what?
The popcorn tins. I'm using it all the time. I'm a huge popcorn addict.
Let's go.
I can't watch anything without eating popcorn.
Just wash them.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing, and
That's good.
gotta catch. I bought a bunch of those comics. I just haven't picked up Trail of Shadows yet. I need to, so I'll be reading that. Otherwise, just surviving.
Quick sidebar on comics. So I'm on Comixology still because
you went back. You little slut.
I knew
you
you'd
went
be
back.
Oh no.
You had me all hyped about this
Temptress.
Marvel app.
Whore.
yeah, I'm still using it because I'm paying Comixology Unlimited.
Yeah.
And it's quicker, and I don't know. It's not quicker. The Marvel Comics app is just as quick, but I don't know. I'm on it, and I got to the end of my Dr. Aphra, and it was like you read free sample. I'm like, I want to read a free sample. I want to buy the next comic, so I go on Amazon shopping app on my phone, as one does when I shop for Amazon. So I search in the comic, it's there. I click on it, but I can't buy it on the Amazon app. You have to physically go to Amazon.com, the browser.
Yep.
But I have to go to the Amazon, the same exact thing as the app, but the browser version of the Amazon app.
It's
and
really
then
bad.
Find it. But then once I buy it, it's really quick. You just refresh Comixology,
then
and it's there.
It's like, I don't know why you can't buy comics in Comixology. It's ridiculous.
Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. They want you to go on Amazon. That's fucked up. It's stupid. It ruined my groove last night. I was not happy. Yeah.
Threw off his groove. Sorry.
You ruined my groove.
Groovy.
Pull the lever, Nathan.
This guy. Follow this guy.
Time Blazer.
Jurassic Blazer.
Well, I hope so.
Are there any dinos in Time Blazer?
There might be.
Theoretically, we could go back.
Season 6.
We it's a fun little moment of like, cause you know, it's my film brain. It's all from my interests, things I like. That we're like, okay, let's go back to every movie ever. And we're gonna ignore the difference of sound quality from then to now.
Oh, wow.
You imagine we actually saw Star Wars in '77. We'd be like, "Fuck, that's a crackly speaker." But yeah, I'm just trying to survive this party in my front lawn, editing the vlog, which has been super fun. Like I think of random shit on the whim. Like I shared it on my my main Twitter @_Nathan Rojas. I did a clip. I don't know if you guys saw, because it kind of got buried in chat, of like when Trey first enters our bedroom, and like the fucking like iCarly. Woo! I on the whim, and I was like, this is so fucking hilarious. I have to share with chat right now. I can't hold this surprise. It's too funny.
Whenever like a new guest star appears.
Yeah, so I'm just like adding like random stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of motion tracking, which it's so unnecessary, but it really just like gives life to the mundane, and trying to keep snappy edits. Really, really good training of just like how I'm going to handle my damn show. Like how to edit good. Timing.
Really cool.
That's all animation is, isn't it? Timing. That being said, yeah, it's a good time.
So next week we got what? Prince of Egypt next week.
Prince of Egypt.
We finally got to do a My Cup of Tea. I want to dive into Miss Marvel so bad. I love that pilot. I can't get over how good that pilot is.
It's Maverick.
Awesome.
It's excellent. It's like a
Maverick.
10 out of 10.
We haven't done a Maverick review.
We haven't done a Maverick review. We haven't talked Joker 2. We haven't talked the Prey trailer. No, yeah, that's true. Like my Cup of Tea notes goes back like months. So
we haven't done a show in a month.
There's like a Marvel show.
I have John Watts leaves Fantastic Four.
Oh my god. I'm doing the Marvel rundown.
I have Nev Campbell leaves. That's like last week though.
Scream 6.
Yeah. Thunderbolts, BS. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, that was episode number 69. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if not already, ring that bell. That being said, I hope you guys have a great day. May the force be with you always.